Hello everybody and welcome to part 4 of Sonic Riders Zero Gravity.
I'll do my best.
So our heroes are now chasing after Amy Rose, who they saw was being chased by Storm the Albatross. And they saw this on Dr. Eggman's computer, because Eggman is in charge of the Mediotech company. Oh my god! But here's an interesting fan theory for you kids. A fan theory from the great Clement. The Mediotech robots are all white and silvery, you know? They look like the Egg Gunner robots from Sonic 06. And that game erased all of its history at the end when Princess Elise blew out that flame. All of a sudden, Eggman never invaded Soliana. What if those white robots in Sonic 06 were Mediotech robots because Eggman secretly had this company the whole time and he was just waiting to use them, and because the events of Sonic 06 didn't happen and there's no more Iblis to capitalize on, no flames of disaster to capitalize on, Eggman never sent those robots to attack Soliana, so no one suspected Mediotech of being run by the evil Eggman. Huh? I'm sure the story writers weren't going for that, but I like to think that's in continuity. During the events of Sonic 06, Eggman was in control of the Mediotech company. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Doesn't affect anything either way, but I'm just saying. So this level has a whole bunch of splash effects. The thing about the Sonic Rider series is it's always been like really annoying to look at sometimes with the wind effects and the water effects and all that jazz. I mean, not annoying, but you know, annoying when I'm recording it. It's a little hard to make out what you're doing sometimes when the characters are running so fast, flying through the sky, bouncing off water orbs and stuff like that. But you know, it all works. Woo! One thing I didn't really talk about yet is the soundtrack of Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. It's a pretty alright soundtrack, pretty damn good. The main theme songs are super awesome, and I'll definitely be showing those off in an extra video, because not only the Babylon Rogues get a theme song, but also the main trio, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, they get this song called Ungraffitify. I think that's how you say it. And damn is it good! Damn is it good! Those two theme songs are totally worth it for this game alone. Like if this game sucked balls, like, you know, that other Sonic Riders game, the soundtrack would have been worth it. Actually, Sonic Free Riders did have one good song. I like that free song, that main theme. I don't care. It's a fun song to me. But I'm not talking about Free Riders, because that's a god-awful game. You know, in this race, you just gotta make it to the goal ring. You don't have to really beat Sonic or Knuckles, but you do have to beat the time limit. Otherwise, Amy dies of starvation? What happens to her? I don't know.
Amy! It took you long enough. What happened here? Don't ask me. First it comes flying at me full tilt, and then it just blows up.
It blew up?
Wait, does that mean...
What is it, Tails?
Sorry, I need to think it through a little more first.
Hey, where's that meathead Storm?
He grabbed something out of this robot and hightailed it out of here.
So does this mean the rampaging robots will all cool it?
I don't think it's that simple. If Eggman started all this by putting that stone in his mother computer, I don't think it'll stop until we remove it.
So where is that?
Wait, I remember Storm saying something weird about the thing he took from that robot matching something they found someplace else. Well, oh, where was it he said? Giga, something like that. Wait, Gigan!
The Gigan Rocks.
Right, what you said.
You know it, Knuckles?
It's a pretty famous ruin among us treasure hunters. A legend about shooting stars tells of some star shard sealed there that can grant your wishes.
Shooting stars! Sonic, let's head to the Gigan Rocks right away! We might find a clue about these stones.
Leave the directions to me. But they say the star shard is in a sacred chalice deep in the ruins, and getting there ain't easy. Nobody's made it back alive yet. We'll be risking our necks.
Yeah! Don't worry, that's nothing new.
And welcome to Gigan Rocks.
Don't get in my way!
I like how nonchalant Sonic is about that. We might die there since no one's come back alive. That's okay, we're Sonic heroes! And apparently Knuckles he knows about other treasure hunters. Never mind the fact that he lives on a solitary island on Angel Island, which he probably should be on right now, although he could probably fit the Master Emerald in his pocket, since the size of the damn thing keeps changing from game to game. It's like in Sonic Adventure 2, it's like this gigantic gem that Eggman can grab with a claw, and then in that very same game, after he gets it back from Rouge, he just pulls it out of his ass and it fits in the palm of his hand. It's like, wait, what? So, I don't know. Maybe he's holding on to it right now, but apparently Knuckles knows other treasure hunters. So, what's going on, Knuckles? What's up? What is your social life like? Who do you know besides the Chaotix? I don't know. Another fun thing about the soundtrack, I don't know if you've noticed, you probably have noticed, but I'm going to say it anyway, is that every time you use a gravity ability, the soundtrack actually goes away to hear like the gravity sound effects and stuff, and then when gameplay starts up again, it changes to a new part of the song. So like you could constantly keep switching gravity and constantly keep changing the song up over and over and over again like that, and you know, it's kind of fun. Just 1 minute it's very calm, very smooth, and then you go into gravity dive, and then it's like dun 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 dun. You know, it's a very dynamic soundtrack, and I always like that in video games because it makes it feel like you're dictating the tone of the game. You're dictating, you know, how action-packed it's getting and stuff. I mean, we're obviously gonna have to gravity dive when a corner comes up, so it's not really our choice. It's just something we really need to do if we want to be successful with the game. But yeah, no, I do enjoy it regardless. By the way, this racetrack is the best racetrack for getting rings later down the road, because there's a particular mission. There are missions in this game, which I haven't mentioned before. Just like the first Sonic Riders, there's a whole bunch of missions you can do to basically try and extreme rank, you know? And there's the little side activities. Again, there's lots of content in this game for a racing fan to enjoy. There's the Grand Prix, there's the multiplayer, there's the missions. And if you complete all the missions in Extreme Rank, you might just unlock a supersonic ability for Sonic, just like the first game. So, but this particular track has a mission where you have to collect a certain amount of rings. Super easy to Extreme Rank because they're all so easy to collect, but that's the best way to get rings for this game, if you want my opinion. Because mostly when you're in an actual race, you can only carry 100 rings. Like you see in the top left, I have 100 out of 100. I can't have more than that. In that particular mission, you do 1 lap of Gigan Rocks. 1 lap, not 3. You do 1 lap, and you collect more than 100. You can get like over 300 in 1 lap, right? And then you just redo the mission, redo the mission, redo the mission, and you can make like 2,000, 3,000 rings in like 5-10 minutes. So, I'd recommend that for anyone trying to buy boards. It's a good solution.
I hope you're ready for this.
Anyway, since our trio are in the Gigan Rocks, Storm, he just found a stone inside that stupid villain robot of this game. He's supposed to be like the monster of the week of this game, although I can't even remember his name. In fact, it's so bad I didn't even bother looking it up before recording this video, because I really don't care what his fucking name is. You know what it is? It's like SHD-GRP, something like that. There are two unlockable robots to play with in this game, just like the first one. But in the first one, you had two egg pawns, right? You had E10000 Red, who was a red robot, and E10000 Green, which was a green egg pawn. And those two, you know, at least they fit the Eggman style, at least they still handled like real characters. The robots are actually unique racers in that, you know the Droideka robots from Star Wars? Those little rotating armadillo type robots who would form out like a ball. You know, they'd spin dash out and then they'd like outform, get a big shield around themselves and shoot you with their laser blasters and stuff. Well, except for the laser blasters thing, these robots curve into balls, and when you're playing as the robots, they're always in ball form. And they're considered a power type, so they can barrel through anything right away. But they're so stiff to control. They have by far the worst control of this game. They're very much the crunch of this game. If you haven't played Diddy Kong Racing, Crunch was obviously the worst handling character in the game. He was the Kremling guy. It was really awkward to control him, but you know. There are two robots. There's a regular like white Mediotech robot, and then if you complete certain free play races and you just happen to race against the main villain robot when he's randomized, you can unlock him. And the only difference between him and the other robot is that his stats are a little bit better. He's still a power type, he still has the exact same movement and control, but his stats are better. And honestly, even with his better stats, he's a terrible character to control. And he's not really a memorable character. He's not a character, he's the leader robot, as Eggman said. He just guides the other robots, I guess, but SCRHDPD-C3PO to do whatever machine is the villain, I guess, of this game. Even though he's not really a villain. He's just sort of a robot that does shit because, you know, gravity stones attract to one another. But you can play as the robots. That's all I wanted to say. And that the villain of this game isn't a villain at all because it doesn't have a character. And its name you can't even pronounce or remember. So, you know. But this level, time limit, there's no enemies in this racetrack. Storm isn't actually racing anybody. He just has to make it to lap 3 in under 47 seconds. Even though he was just there a few seconds ago, and he's going in circles, and going in circles wouldn't exactly reach the Babylon Rogues, now would it? But again, it's a video game logic. Who am I to question it? I'm the Great Clement, goddammit, that's who I am! Anywho, that's the last racetrack for today. I will see you in part 5 when shit gets real.
He's late! What's taking Storm so long anyway?
Sorry, boss.
You're late!
But I brought back something good.
Huh. Not bad, Storm. Not bad.
Jet,
What is it?
I found a passage in that ancient text that has me wondering. I'll try to paraphrase it simply enough for you to follow.
Let's hear it!
We've reached our decision. We must sever the engine unit from this vessel. For if we delay, the contraction of the engine's core will lead the Lightless Black to consume everything.
Lightless Black? What the heck does that mean?
Who can say? What are your thoughts?
How should I know? Anyway, we can leave the thinking for later. For now, we need to collect these arcs of the... Huh? Why, the dirty! Sneak onto my ship, will he? Full speed ahead! Follow him!